Are you the type of person who cannot seem to stop worrying? Many people want to stop worrying but are unsure of how to do so. You, too, are one of them? If your answer is yes, it's time to teach your brain to quit focusing on things you can't control. Life is full of worries, uncertainties, and anxieties. It's okay to be concerned about an unpaid bill or a forthcoming holiday, but normal anxiety turns into excessive worry when it becomes persistent and out of control. Daily worry about what-ifs and worst-case situations is interfering with your daily life since you can't stop thinking about them. Your emotional and physical health may weaken if you worry continuously, think negatively, or always expect the worst. Your emotional stamina may be exhausted, you may experience restlessness and mood swings, insomnia, headaches, stomach aches, and muscle tightness, and it may be challenging to focus at work or on daily life. Here are some effective methods for teaching your brain to reduce worrying about things you can't control. Concentrate on the present moment more often. Simply concentrating your time and attention on the present moment where you have the power to choose what is right for you and accomplish what you want to, is the best thing to do. There is nothing wrong with occasionally daydreaming about the past, especially if you are considering something that motivates you. But dwelling too much on the past can cause issues for the future. It's simple to start feeding your fears about the future when you spend too much time mentally living through the past. It is very simple to be carried away by dreadful scenarios when you spend too much time thinking about the future. So be in the now, breathe, and savor everything it has to give. Accept what you can't change. One of the reasons we worry excessively is that we frequently concentrate on issues that we cannot solve or have any control over. Why not be adaptable and come up with a backup plan instead of stressing about it? You may relax now about this. Accepting that you cannot control everything can relieve a great deal of your weight and eventually put an end to your stress. Give up trying to win the advantage. Sometimes we have a habit to want to be in total control. If things don't go as planned, we freak out and worry because we want everything to be properly planned out and followed. We believe that if things don't go our way, they will be a complete mess and that disaster will ensue. Worry can sometimes even inspire us to desire to exert control over how others treat us or think about us. But everyone is aware that this is impossible. Even our fears are beyond our power to control. If we are unprepared, nature has a way of twisting events in such a way that we are frequently taken by surprise. We won't need to worry as much once we realize that the universe is not under our control and we learn to adapt. Never try to infer someone's thoughts. Even when we have no understanding of what is happening in someone's head, we occasionally try to make up our own story about what is happening there. It's usually pointless and energy-wasting to try to guess what someone is thinking. Our imagination can think up situations that are exaggerated and occasionally even harmful. We will always be worried if we allow our minds to obsess and become fixated on these images. Why not address the person right away to find out what he or she is truly thinking instead of worrying? Adjust your viewpoint. Where your attention is focused, energy flows. Recognize that you have the power to choose whether or not to pay attention to your thoughts. In fact, you'll be better able to produce more positive outcomes as you become more positive. Always go with a positive attitude. Develop the ability to remain composed and serene and to see the bright side of situations. The outcomes will be more favorable the more positive feedback you receive. Identify the true facts. It happens that after worrying for days on end, we finally realize that our worries were unfounded. This is a tragic reality that perhaps many of us have encountered. People become concerned when they have incomplete or inaccurate information. Avoid the trap of gathering knowledge from unreliable sources or individuals by turning to professionals instead. Most of the time, after you have the full picture, you will see that there isn't anything to worry about. Although worrying is a very natural emotion, it is usually needless. As a result, you must begin to train your brain to quit worrying about things that are beyond your control. You'll avoid a lot of hassles by doing this. Following the advice given above should enable you to reduce or eventually cease worrying and live a more enjoyable life. At the end of the day, only you have the power to take the necessary steps. Just keep in mind that you are not alone.